Today's Motivational Minute is on servant leadership. So, servant leadership, in a nutshell, it's being willing to serve in the midst of being a leader. Now, even if you're not a designated leader in your job or in your school or anything like that, being a servant leader is easy. You just have to have a heart and a passion to help people. Because here's the thing, if you're able to help people, then inevitably someone is going to come into your path that will be able to help you get to where you want to go. Now, I pride myself on being a servant leader. Prior to being promoted to a manager, I was at my job for 9 years, or been at my job for 9 years. Started off as an entry-level employee, and now I'm, as I said, a mid-level manager. Prior to becoming a manager, I have a passion for people. As you guys see, I mean, that's a given. I'm talking to you guys every day, and you're enjoying my Periscopes, and thank you for the hearts. I appreciate the hearts when they come through, and thank you for joining and spreading the word, and I love you guys. It's awesome. But being a servant leader, as an entry-level employee, it's continually asking what you can do to help. There's always something that can be done. And oftentimes, when you ask, what can you do to help? The answer will be, no, I'm good. Thank you for asking. But the more important thing is that you are asking. It's not that they even give you a task, but it's that you are asking. And when you ask, what can you do to help? Or what do you need? Or is there anything I can help you with? Or is there anything I can assist with? Those are the key questions that allow you to be seen in a different light from your teacher, from your coach, from your employer, from your spouse, from your kids. And being able to really genuinely ask that question, knowing that you genuinely want to help solve a problem that they have, or fill a void that they have, or fill a need that they have. Now, oftentimes, you need to make sure, though, when you ask those questions, that you've got the ability or the time or the resources to fill that need, or know who to contact in order to fill that need. So it's a matter of, if you have the skill sets or if you have your tools personally, wonderful. Fill the need, fill it, take care of it, follow up, and follow through with that person that asks you to do something when you ask for if you can help, so that they know that you can complete that task. And when you complete the task, then they start to understand, okay, this person is good. If I give them something to do, then they'll do it, they'll complete it, and I don't have to worry about it because it's finished. And you start to build that respect. You start to build your confidence. You start to build your excitement, because if something needs to be done, after you ask for a while, and after you follow through for a while, and after you complete with success for a while, then your teacher, your boss, your coach, your spouse, whomever, will know that they can depend on you. In life, people need to know that they can depend on you. If you're wishy-washy, or if you're always late, or if you are never on time, or you're not dressed for the part, or you don't, all these different things, if that's the case, then it's hard for someone to really believe that they can depend on you. And if someone can't depend on you, that is something that is very, 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 very challenging to overcome. Because remember, we talked about perception in an earlier Periscope, in an earlier Motivational Minute, that if I perceive that you are not dependable, that you're not reliable, that you don't complete tasks, that you don't follow up, I'm not going to ask you for something to be done. I'm not going to say, oh, Johnny's good because Johnny never completes a task, and Johnny never finishes his homework on time, or Johnny always has an excuse, or Johnny always this. Yeah, let me have Johnny take care of this big project that has a lot of gravity to it. It's not going to happen. And that's just common sense right there, to know that when you're dependable, that means that someone can trust that you are going to do what you say you're going to do. That means that someone can trust that you are a man or a woman or a girl or a boy of your word, and that when you speak, people will act on it because they know that you are saying the truth. They know that they can depend on your opinion. They know that they can depend on your idea. They know they can depend on a task that is assigned to you being completed with excellence. because you've shown this track record of asking, what can you do to help? Of being a servant leader. Now, some of you may be asking, well, if I'm serving, how do I become a leader? Well, there was this one guy. Hopefully you guys get the joke. Hopefully you get the reference. But to lead is to serve. Yes, I'm a mid-level manager now, and I have to lead both ways. I have to lead down to my team, and I have to be a lead up to my managers and to my bosses and to my executives at my company. So as I'm doing a leading on both sides, I serve my team. It is my job on a daily basis to make sure that my team has the resources necessary to get their job done, to do it with excellence and excellent customer service, and with a smile on their face and joy in their heart. But it's also my job to serve my leaders, my boss, my managers, my executives, and to show them that, what can I do for you? Do you need anything done? Daily, I'll go into my boss's office and just poke in at the beginning of the day, and I'll say, hey, how's it going? Nice to see you. You having a good day? Small talk here and there. Before I leave, I always ask, is there anything I can do for you? Is there anything I can take off your plate? Now, again, remember, when you ask that question, you have to make sure that you can follow through. Or you have to make sure that if they say, you know what, thank you for asking that question to me, I need X, Y, and Z done. In those scenarios, you have to know how to make it happen. You have to know how to make it work and how to be successful at the thing that they're asking you. And as a servant leader, you really start to understand the heart of a true leader. As a servant leader, you start to really understand that it takes people to make the world go round. And if people know that they're appreciated, if people know that they are accepted, if people know that you're dependable, if people know that you're trustworthy, if people know that they can count on you, then that makes life pretty awesome. Because you're proving yourself to people that you don't know what role they're going to play in your life. You don't know what role they're going to play in your future, to your success. You don't know what role you performing this task will set you apart from your peers, or set you apart from someone else that's vying for or going after the same project or the same job or the same task. So I really want to challenge you all in this motivational minute to step it out and be servant leaders. And when you serve, you're not serving as a point of what's the movie? In Planet of the Apes, Dawn of Planet of the Apes, when Caesar would put his hand out and James Franco would have to wipe his hand and say, you have the okay to do something. You're not serving from that standpoint. You're serving genuinely to see how you can help. To see how you can be an asset to the person who you're asking this question to. So that way they can know that, you know what, this is one less task that I have to do. And at the end of the day, if it's one less task that they have to do, one less stressor, one last thing that they have to be worried about or concerned about, I guarantee you, as you grow as a servant leader, you will be able to mirror that servant leadership with your team. Because as you keep asking your team, what can I do for you? Is there anything that you need? And if they say yes, you follow through, you give it to them, great. They know that the next time you ask that question that you mean it. They know the next time that you inquire if they're good to go, or if they're good, or do they need water, or do they need a hat, or do they need whatever, and you follow through and you complete that task. Again, the trust is what's built when you're a servant leader. You can't lead a team or a family or a group or a project successfully without trust. Servant leadership is the key to trust and dependability. And it's one of those things that with practice, you can execute. I guarantee you, I wouldn't be where I am right now if I wasn't a servant leader. I wouldn't be on the trajectory and the growth plan that I am right now with my company without first being a servant leader. And if you're in high school, if you are in college, you guys have the ultimate ability to be the servant leader by inquiring with your teachers, what can you do to help? Is there anything that you need? Is there anything that I can do for you? And this isn't, a lot of people may say, oh, that's brown nosing, or oh, that's sucking up, or oh, that's trying to manipulate your way into a situation and get what you want because you're asking. No, it's nothing about that. And that's why you have to genuinely be a servant leader. That's why you have to genuinely want to serve people. That's why you want to genuinely have that mindset of serving. Because at the end of the day, as you serve, as I said earlier, and I'm walking now, so if you have any comments or if anybody wants to chime in, feel free. I just pulled up to the house, so I'm going to try a little steady cam walk and talk with the last portion of my motivational minute. But as you grow as a servant leader, that gives you the ability to build that rapport with the people that work for you, or the people that report to you, or the people that you report to. It's more so about building that rapport and building that trust and building that dependability than it is anything else. Do you have to ask? No. Do you have to be a servant leader? No, you don't have to. Is it difficult at times to make yourself be a servant leader when you just want to think about self and you're tired and you want to just relax and not do anything more? Yeah, because inevitably, as a servant leader, you ask that question, someone is going to say yeah, you know what, can you do such and such? And I'll be honest, again, I'm human. You guys see, I got 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, a mouth. I'm human. So when I ask those questions of, is there anything I can do? Yeah, sometimes I'll ask at the end of the day, and I'm asking because it's who I am, and then I live with the consequence of if something needs to be done. If I need to, I'll text my wife and say, you know what, babe, I got a secondary project that I have to take care of. My boss needs me to pull this number or take care of this or take care of that. I'll be home as soon as possible. It's because I'm a servant leader. I understand what the impact of me asking if I can help or if I can be of assistance. I understand what that will do for the person that I'm asking it to. And I was saying be a servant leader. So a servant leader is in asking how you can help somebody, how you can help with a project, how you can help your teacher, how you can help your coach, how you can help get the job done and be successful and help them be successful, while at the same time you're building your trust and your dependability to show them that you have what it takes to follow through, to show them that you have what it takes to finish projects. Be dependable. Step it out, be dependable, be trustworthy, because those are the keys to very great success in life. This is Daniel Ferguson, about to sign off. I'm available for speaking engagements if you need a motivator, if you need someone for your high school students, your college students, your entry-level employees. I'm your guy. Let me know. Coming soon, danielpferguson.com. Check it out within the next few days. It'll be live, it'll be active, and everything from interview prep to dressing for success to resume review, all those things will be available coming soon. I'm here for you guys. I am here for you guys as a servant leader, and that's what I do. I'm Daniel Ferguson for today's Motivational Minute. Remember, words bring life. Speak them into existence. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.